Welcome, my fellow citizens. Behind me stands the Gatac Tyilui. Today we're gonna explore this ship a little bit. We are not gonna focus so much on his fighting side, but rather we're gonna see if we can use it as an industrial ship. Because when the CIG first announced this ship, well, unannounced ship, they said it would be an industrial ship. But it turned out to be a carrier for the snub fighters. A pocket carrier, I would say. So today we're gonna focus and see, can we use this ship as an actually industrial ship? I have already prepared, you will see there, Salvation and Golem. Two ships that can be used in industrial mining and salvation. And having those two ships will definitely help this ship. Now this ship is from outside completely the same as the Gatac Tyilui. But when you go behind the ship, let me show you, this thing is completely different, the backhand, because this is an actually carrier. Now, how useful carrier for the snub fighters right now is? Well, I would say not that much. First of all, the snubs are now not used so much because their tiny weapons cannot damage a lot of ships, and this ship doesn't have enough firepower to break the armor for a lot of ships. Basically, you have to have another ship which will break the armor before the Gatac can release the swarm and destroy all the ships. You could say that it can be used to counter enemy fighters. Right now, I at least don't see it so much useful. The one problem that's keeping me permanently have this ship in my hangar is loading of any vehicle into this ship. It is pain in the ass. First of all, you cannot open his ass, when we are talking there, from the ground. There is no button. I have to actually go inside of the ship, and from inside of the ship open either from pilot seat or from the back hangar the doors. If I have a friend here, friend can also go inside and open, but hear me out. You have to first call all the small ships and then put them inside. I mean, it's really time consuming. So I don't know why the CIG has released this ship before they have implemented these mechanics. Why can't we still call the snub fighters there? Or maybe over the mobiGlas, like this. Open the mobiGlas, open your ship, for example, let's say that the Raylan is Tyilui, and here, separate place, just put in the snub fighters, 1, 2, 3, 4, how much the ship supports, and when you pull the ship, there is a ship with the snub fighters. How cool that would be. Then actually it would make use of, it would be logical to have this ship because you would instantly and fastly be able to load your snub fighters and go into the fight. Right now it's hell of a time consuming. Do you know how much time is needed just to pull down this hangar and pull up just one ship like the Golem? And then you have to do it 4 freaking times. And then fifth time you have to pull out the Gatac. Yes, you can also go on Stanton, on the station, on the moons and load the snub fighters there. But we are in the Nix. And what if the fight is in the Nix? And most of the good fights are in the Nix because right now we have TSG, which is happening in the Nix. And if you want to bring this thing into the fight with the snub fighters, it's not happening. I need a preparation for 1 or 2 hours. So that is my main goal why I don't like this ship. Let's talk about design. This ship looks nice from all the sides except from the back. To me, this back part just doesn't look so appealing and nice as it looks on Raylan. It's completely redesigned to accept this ship and his role in the universe. It looks like a giant bug with oversized butt. I don't know, not that fun of the back part. But inside of this ship is completely different story. So here is the difference, where the difference starts. In Tyilui you have this here part where you enter the ship and then enter the most craziest part of them all, the hangar. This thing here, the walking on edges of the ship, is absolutely crazy, and having all of these things is really nice. You can also use this ship, for example, as a cargo ship because it has these gravity plates for the places where the hangar is. So you can put a lot of cargo on these pads and then just shove in everything, because there is a zero gravity in the middle of this ship where a tractor beam is, and when you put a lot of boxes inside, they don't collide so much like they would on a normal ship. So using this ship as a cargo ship is viable, but why would you use this as a cargo ship when you have Gatac Tyilui, which is perfection for the role intended? So now we're gonna go and open those doors and load those ships. Let's see how easy it is to load everything on this ship, and then we're gonna try to use it as a industrial ship. I think I made a mistake. It's very high. Oh, can I go back inside? Yes. And look at this, I was flying. That's what I was saying. Inside there is zero gravity. Loading onto the Gatac Tyilui. Nope. Not happening. So instantly the Golem falls short. It cannot fit in a Gatac Tyilui. So you cannot use it as an industrial ship for the mining. If you want to do quality mining, you should definitely try Ironclad Assault or just Ironclad, because in 4.9 that ship is completely fixed and you can fly it from the bridge, which is crazy. I tried that in a EPTU and it was glorious, amazing, everything that I wanted from that ship. So using this as an industrial ship is a no-go for this ship. Now let's try the salvation. Alright, our little salvation is up, but I don't think we can use it for the role that we intend to this ship. It's just too wide. There it is. It cannot fit. Oh, maybe it can. Are we inside? Yes. Okay, let's try to land here. Nope. We cannot properly land, and the part, maybe we could actually close it and it will be a very, very tight fit, but no. Imagine this. The Corsair can do this, and this ship cannot. So, yeah. No go. This ship cannot be used for anything else rather than carrying the ship and moving some cargo. And as I already said, if you want to move cargo, why not use the cargo ship? If you want to have ship as a carrier, you can use every ship that has a lot of hangar space. For example, Ironclad Assault. You can fit as many as you like little ships. It's just a little bit more expensive than this ship, but it's 100 times more useful. Ironclad Assault you can use for everything. Now, if you really cannot live without the statics of the alien ship, which I doubt, then go for the Gatac Tyilui. You will have really cool ship, which I also really like and enjoy. And using Gatac Tyilui for all of my cargo delivery is just breeze. And also doing some PvA missions. If you don't like that so much aliens and you can live without them, then any other ship with a cargo will be more satisfying than this ship. I have to admit, the interior of this ship is just crazy, and even this hangar is absolutely crazy. This is why this ship cannot be fitted in nicely. Look at these here separators. Even if they look very, very cool, look at this here. Why was this installed here? It is just artificially made not to allow us to put ships like this comfortably inside. Let's try to fit it now. You see the problem, this ship cannot land here. Why? Because there are these separators, and because of that it's not possible, and disappeared. The cool thing is this tractor beam, and if you have seen the video from Captain Foxy Loxy or whatever it's called, this tractor beam is useful for the doing shenanigans, like throwing out the bombs and firing on them, but how useful that will be in the real life. And how often would you do that? Almost never. You would maybe do it once for fun, and after that, forget about it. Now, even if this tractor beam is really nicely positioned, doing anything else with this ship is very, very hard. And I was talking about that before, when the RSI Hermes was released. The CIG intentionally making the doors smaller so you cannot put everything that you like inside of that ship, narrowing his use. And here we have same thing with these here separators. This is intentionally here added just to make you not able to land a bigger ship here other than snub fighter, and cutting these landing pads into the ground so you cannot put any other ship. I mean, it looks cool, but it's taking the usage of the ship away from us. So yeah, that was my 2 cents about this ship. It's really nice, it's gorgeous looking, but other than that, as almost all the alien ships before this one, is completely useless. There are only 2 alien ships for me so useful, and that is the probably Utility and Gatac Tyilui, and those 2 ships are just chef's kiss for me. But most of the other alien ships are just there. They are not something better than other ships, but they are much more expensive. You pay the alien tax, and this ship is master of paying an alien tax to carry ships which almost any other ship can do without any problems, and it can fit more of the snub fighters than actual snub fighter carrier. Write me down in the comments, do you like the Gatac Tyilui? I do not recommend it. I recommend Gatac Tyilui. I recommend any other ship that has a lot of cargo, including Corsair, which can also fit 3 or 4 snub fighters, which is crazy. Write me down in the comments what do you guys think about this ship, and will it be in your fleet? Sadly, I'm skipping it from my fleet. Even if it is so beautiful, even if it is mechanical details are just breathing, they are right now just to watch. Until the CIG implements ability, and especially for this ship because it's an actually carrier, for a few seconds to put all the ships inside, I'm not gonna get this ship. I'm hoping that the CIG one day implement this, and then this ship will have value because you will be able to load this ship in just a few seconds compared to any other ship where you have to manually load it. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, please subscribe, share with your friend, like if you want to support the channel, because it will definitely improve my algorithm so you can see more of my videos. Until next video, have fun out there.